Welcome back to Twin Terror. I'm Gary, and this is not David. And Cocoon isn't even sitting in here with me. This is going to be like a whole party here. I'm going to have to move. One second, let's see. Here's Kakuna. Hi, Cooney Coon. You hear purring. Anyways, purring cats aside, I wanted to throw together a quick reading before I hop on an airplane to Munich with my wife. So I was trying to come up with some topics, and that can sometimes be easy, sometimes be difficult. I was actually thinking of doing a reading on which of Trump's cabinet quits first. We'll have maybe like a little football pool and see who's the first out the door. But then, as I was jotting down the names, I came down to Kristi Noem, Department of Homeland Security, also known as Ice Barbie. And then it occurred to me that there was an article that suggested that she's been having an affair with Trump's former campaign manager and an aide, I guess a special employee of Homeland Security, Corey Lewandowski. And it's called, there was a FEMA official that said it's the worst kept secret in D.C. There was a senior Trump official that was commenting on it, saying that everyone knows they're together. Can I prove it? No, but they are. Apparently, at a 2019 conservative conference in Doral, Florida, Kristi Noem made her way out to the VIP section where there were a bunch of guys smoking cigars out on a patio or something, and she parked herself right onto Corey Lewandowski's lap. I mean, that happens all the time to me. I can't tell you the number of times I've been sitting in a VIP area smoking cigars and having some random woman just park herself in my lap. If I had $1 for every time that happened, I'd be retired right now, right? And then there's speculation that her alleged affair with Corey Lewandowski may have cost her a shot at the vice president role. In her book, she said that shooting the dog was probably what caused her, prevented her from getting the VP role. I mean, both really good reasons to not give someone that kind of an opportunity, right? As I was getting done with the article, and there's more quotes. It was from the Daily Beast, but I want to shout out one of the comments, because the comments is always the best place to go after you read the article. And the commenter's name is Oakland Dan, and Oakland Dan wrote basically Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski doing to each other what MAGA is doing to all Americans. That is on point. I thought that was a thumbs up comment. So Oakland Dan, you might not be paying any attention to tarot readings. This is maybe just going out to the ether, but I'm going to give you a special card, Two of Cups, spotting that relationship and how it impacts all of us, right? So anyways, I just thought this would be kind of a fun little catty, too much news, not enough tea. Let's go ahead and do a little gossipy tea on the relationship between Corey Lewandowski and Kristi Noem for entertainment purposes only. Hopefully you haven't had anything to eat, because this could turn your stomach, right? All right, so let's take a look at the general energy between Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski. Oh, Corey, Page of Swords. I guess the Page of Swords David has said is actually a female character. Maybe just Corey likes the fiery nature of Kristi Noem. She's willing to attack anything, take on all comers, even 14-month-old puppy dogs named Cricket. The challenge is the Four of Pentacles. How do I make her mine? She has so much fire and spirit. How do I tame the shrew? Underneath it, the Sun card. If only we could ride out naked on horseback together, out in the sun, and enjoy it. This is probably how they kind of wish their relationship could be out in the open, and they don't have to sneak around. I should take this somewhat seriously. In the past, Ace of Swords, uh, people pointing out the truth of their relationship. They're both married, just not to each other. That reminds me of a Calvin and Hobbes, where the cartoon Calvin was watching TV, and the narrative is coming from the TV about one character saying how much they love the other one, and saying, "Oh, I love you too," and one character goes, "Let's get married," and the other character goes, "But we are married." "No, I meant to each other." And then they both ha ha ha, and Calvin turns to the audience, the fourth wall, and says, "Who knew daytime TV could be so interesting, right?" How much he could learn watching daytime TV. Okay, so that's the truth of the situation in the past. What's the current situation? Three of Cups, hey, celebrating together. We're just having our little party. Overarching energy is the Eight of Wands. um, it hasn't been broadly exposed, but it seems to be widely acknowledged. It's only a matter of time before they do something that gets caught on camera. There's just too many cameras out there, and eventually someone's going to catch it, because it seems like the level of discretion is not very high. Lesson to be learned is the Knight of Wands. To me, my first instinct was, separate your business from your pleasure, because if you don't, someone's going to take an action against you. Be careful. Outcome, chaos, baby. Oh, all the other employees of the Department of Homeland Security that want their opportunity to ride naked on a horse with Kristi Noem, clearly. I think it's just all the disruption it causes to the people around them, whether it's at work or their home life. You can imagine how humiliating that must be to be a spouse of either one of these folks, because they're public figures, and their spouses might not have signed up for this, right? It's one thing if you're in a relationship and one partner's not being faithful. It's another thing to have it broadcast to the entire world. Let's take a look at downline consequences. What are the downline consequences of this? Maybe the Lover card will come up and they'll become married lovers. Ooh, how exciting. Okay, what's the downline action? What's the result? What are the consequences of this? Okay, Strength card. This is about what always strikes me about this card is how caring this person is. They're showing their strength without having to wrestle the lion. They're in control, but it's in a calm and gentle way. I don't know how this fits in with the reading, but this is the future, right? This is the consequences. This is the outcome of it. So you got the foundation is the Strength card, and then the Wheel of Fortune. So this could be how strong are their relationships with their current partners, their current spouses, and the future is completely unknown. This is probably the tarot spiritual way of saying, Gary, mind your own business. Three major arcana. The World is the energy underneath, which is the world is kind of the completion of a cycle. This is, everything coming to its completion. Maybe it's just stay strong. We don't know how it's going to end, but maybe in the end we'll be together. In the past, you got the Nine of Swords. This is anxiety, stuff that keeps you awake at night. This could be just maybe they get exposed. Since we're looking in the future, this is something that might not have happened. But there's anxiety that's being associated with it. Current energy is the King of Pentacles. Who has the things of value? It could be a situation where they don't have the financial independence to do it, or maybe they find the financial independence to do it. Or maybe the King of Pentacles, if that's Trump or some other person, gives it the blessing. Who knows? Overarching energy is the King of Cups. Maintain your emotions. Be professional. This could be some people on Trump's staff coaching them, basically telling them to either tone it down or knock it off or take it outside, if you will. That was the outcome of the other one. So the lesson to be learned is the Eight of Wands. It's out there. The information is out there. People can see what's going on. Oh, and we don't stack the decks, but sometimes. Outcome is the Lover's card. Okay, so I'm predicting that those two will be a cute little couple in the future. Oh, how exciting. Oh my goodness. Oh. That is just stomach turning. Oh, I'll have to see if we have some sage in the house. This is just bad. Oh. Okay, so that's all I want to do with that. Ew. Let's just do a quick little fun one. What the hell's been going on with good old JD Vance? JD Vance, just sort of, I think he's heading out to North Carolina to tell everyone in North Carolina how great Trump's tax cuts are going to be. So let's just take a look at JD Vance, see how happy his relationship is. What's the energy around JD Vance? So Foundation, Two of Cups. This isn't the Lover's card. This is just about, agreements. This is probably just JD towing the company line. Yeah, he's got to go out there and stump for Trump. Be the good little errand boy. Make sure the messaging gets out there, that everyone's happy. That David often sees this as Donald Trump kind of over the energy of Donald Trump watching on everything. So he's just doing his job. Cross is the Queen of Swords, telling the truth, telling his truth, his version of the truth. The problem with supporting Trump, like Caroline Leavitt, for example, or JD Vance, is you have to tell Trump's truth. You cannot tell your truth. If your truth is different than Dear Leaders, you have to tell Dear Leaders' truth. Otherwise, you are not loyal and you will find yourself on the outside looking in. That's got to be, as much as JD Vance is a detestable character, you got to imagine how distasteful that must be if you realize what you're saying is a bunch of BS, but you still got to go out there and say it. I guess that's kind of what a politician does, but so you signed up for it. Underneath it, there's that Strength card again. Underneath is the Strength card. He's just trying to hang on, be strong, do my job, tell Trump's truth, show what a loyal, wild animal I am, because there are rewards and agreements in the future for me. In the past, you got the Fool. This is JD Vance thinking that his insights and opinions, political savvy would be respected and valued in the Trump administration. That's my gut feeling on it. Or it could just be, hey, I'm on a new adventure. I'm now vice president and I could become president. Current energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Hey, man, future's wide open, baby. Quoting Tom Petty. There's no guarantee you're going to ascend to the Iron Throne. Overarching energy is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so this is about making off with things when people aren't looking. So is this JD Vance making off with things, or are there others making off things when he's not looking? He's out there stumping for Trump. I'm gonna have to get a clarifier on that. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm absolutely fascinated with that card. So overarching energy is the Seven of Swords. It's just making off while everyone's not paying attention and sleeping. Lesson to be learned is the Queen of Pentacles. Make sure you protect and nurture your own values. Don't lose your values. Oh, that's probably what this is selling out his values. All his values are sitting here. Ethics, morals, values are sitting here in these tents, and he's having to make off with the things of value, sneaking away with it. But you should be taking care of them. Outcome, the Tower, the Great Fall. Oh my, this is not good news, JD, if you're looking to move on up, unless the Tower means that your opportunity is about to come. So let's get a clarifier. What's the Seven of Swords? Okay, Seven of Swords. This is about holding your ethics and values. Okay, so that ties out with this. Clarifier on the Tower. Who's got the Tower moment coming? There's going to be a truth coming out. It'll be very apparent, and it's going to be the end of the cycle. Okay, whose end of the cycle? The Star, Trump. Oh my gosh. So there's going to be some sort of Tower moment with Trump. The truth will be out there. It's going to be the end of the cycle, and there will be a new star coming out. Okay. I'm thinking JD Vance is going to get his chance to sit in the big chair. The challenge could be is how much is he selling out his credibility right now, supporting Trump's messaging? Because, frankly, it's all a cult of Trump. And once Trump is gone, JD Vance can say the words just like any old MAGA Republican can, right? Anyone can say Trump's words, but Trump's the only one they listen to. Ron DeSantis was a perfect case of that. You can't out-Trump Trump. DeSantis couldn't do it, and JD Vance is certainly not going to do it. So that's what we got there. Okay, I think that's all I got for you. We're 16 minutes into this. I am going to be out of town. So in about 5 hours, I should be on an airplane getting ready to taxi out. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I've got a number of recordings coming up, which are going to be replays of videos that we did in the past. Hopefully this may be the first time for many of you to see them. Some of these videos did quite well. Some of these videos we kind of hoped would do better. But I tried to pick ones that were interesting and see how well they aged. There was one that I really wanted to put out there, but it didn't age very well. That was one where we were talking about Rupert Murdoch and Lachlan, and they were the siblings were suing for control of Fox News, and that turned out about 2 weeks ago. There was a settlement where Lachlan Murdoch will take control of Fox News per Murdoch's wishes, and the siblings will basically have a certain amount of time to sell out their stock, but each of the siblings is going to walk away a billionaire from the sale of the stock, and then Lachlan will retain Fox News, and Fox News will continue spewing the nonsense that it spews. Lucky us. Okay, so let me give a couple of shout outs here. Alrighty. Okay, so shout out to Luana Bailey. Hi, Luana. Luana made a very thoughtful and kind contribution to the channel. Luana, Ten of Swords. Hopefully this all will come to an end soon. Hopefully not the kind contributions, but all the stress and anxiety we're going through. Let's see. Who has been commenting lately? We'll give a couple of shout outs there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is funny. Kim B. Kim just says, Gary, whenever you record the shed, I experience a blast from my past. The Black Panther on your credenza is just like the parents used to have on their TV council. That is exactly what that was. My grandmother, my mom's mom, had one of those. This one's kind of interesting because it's actually got a light built into the back of it. And I remember as kids, my mom would always say, don't watch TV in the dark. Turn on a light. It's bad for your eyes. It'll hurt your eyes. But that's how they thought back in the 50s and 60s when TV was kind of in its infancy, that you shouldn't watch TV in the dark because it would hurt your eyes. So I found that in a estate sale, and I really just fell in love with it again because it reminded me of my grandmother. And then Jenny Linden. Hi, Jenny. How are you? Oh, your first comment ever. And you get a shout out. Good for you. You two are very entertaining. Nice to see the reality of things with funny comments. Thank you, Jenny. We totally appreciate that. Oh, dear. I'm not going to give you that card. I'm not going to give you that card. Jenny, this is terrible. I'm pulling terrible cards. Well, we're going to give you this one. The Major Arcana, the Lovers. Thank you for your lovely comment, Dave, and I truly appreciate that. I promise we will not wear pink Speedos for you, though. That's just a bridge too far for most people. And then One last one for Adalia Castro. Hi, Adalia. How are you? Let's see. 14 comments. Let's see. Gary, I really like this information. Oh, this was on the 14 characteristics of fascism that you're putting out regarding fascism. It's important that people know that it's important that people that don't know are informed. Thank you for the video. My pleasure. I'll give you a secret card as well. Judgment card. Yes. When someone's blowing the horn of fascism, you better stand up and let the world know what side of fascism you want to be on. For those of you that might not have noticed, on the community page, I put a link to a video that Bo the Fifth Column put out about 4 years ago. It was 6 good things about Trump and 1 bad thing, and it was a reading on fascism. Absolutely fantastic reading, total monkey paw. If you have family members that really think Trump is all that in a bag of chips, that's a great video to share with them because it's so non-threatening. Because Bo is going through and telling them all the great things Trump's doing. 6 good things, 1 bad thing. And the bad things were kind of like stuff that even a Trump would say, could acknowledge, say, yeah, he kind of did that. But at the end, Bo's whole point is, yeah, these are the 14 characteristics of fascism, and you've just agreed that Trump is doing all of these things. And it's a very non-threatening but very eye-opening video. It's in the community page. Go check it out. It's a fantastic video. Bo always did great videos. Belle does great job too. She's a little more spicy than Bo. Bo had that ability to kind of cut through it and get the information out there without people turning off the TV and yelling at it. Because that's what folks that watch Fox News do. If they disagree with what's going on, they yell at the TV and then they turn the station. Okay, and then a card for the rest of us. Oh my goodness, I am going to shuffle these because I'm just pulling these really strange cards. And I don't want to give you a repeat card or whatnot. Okay, well, you're getting this one, the devil card. It came out twice. So don't chain yourself to this nonsense. Keep your spirit up. Keep an optimistic attitude towards things. We're going to get through this. It's tough times. I know. I'm suffering through this. I got to go read this crap every day so that we can provide some sort of information and insight for you folks. I am so looking forward to not looking at news for a week. The only thing I'm going to be looking at is a pretzel and a beer and my wife. Hope you all have a great day, folks. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Double secret card, you ask? But of course, Wheel of Fortune. We'll see what the future holds. Take care, folks. Bye.